Hi there. Uterine rupture can be one of the most dangerous situations in a child's birth. Uterine rupture is when the surrounding uterus, in which encloses the baby, tears in a certain part. When that ends up happening, the baby can then get out into the abdominal cavity of the mom. It could simply be a leg or an arm that reaches out and gets into the abdominal cavity. It could be the whole baby's head. It can be the entirety of the baby. Just depends on how big that rupture ends up being. Typically, with a uterine rupture, what ends up happening is the placenta gets compromised and there becomes an issue with oxygen. The placenta supplies the oxygen from mom to baby, and baby relies on that oxygen in order to supply oxygen to its brain. If a uterine ruptures and the baby is then swimming in the abdominal cavity, it likely will have oxygen deprivation. This is an emergency situation and the baby must be delivered immediately. Typically, in a situation like that, means a C-section will need to happen. It is very difficult for a uterus to actually contract when it is ruptured on one side. If for whatever reason a C-section is not actually performed quickly enough, then the baby starts to lose oxygen and will develop something called HIE, hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. That is that the blood supply has been constricted and the oxygen therefore cannot get to the brain. That's the hypoxic side. And then encephalopathy, brain damage. If you believe that your baby suffered brain damage and you suffered a uterine rupture yourself, it is entirely possible you have a case. It is extremely important you speak to a birth injury lawyer. My name is Adam Funk, and I am a birth injury attorney, and I would be happy to chat with you.